Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's college when I'm paying for my biological children? Before we got to the story, I plan to give away $100 to whoever has the best opinion regarding this matter. So stay tuned, and I'll announce the winner in the few next videos. You only have to post your opinion on the comment below and consider to like and subscribe so that you'll not miss the announcement and many other future giveaway. Thanks, and back to the story. I have been married to my wife Sarah for 8 years. When we got married, I had 2 children from my previous marriage. Tom, 19 years old, and Emma, 17. Sarah has a daughter, Lily, 18, from her previous relationship. We also have a son together, Max, 7. I've always tried to treat all the children equally, but I'll admit that I've never felt as close to Lily as I do to my biological children. She was already 10 when Sarah and I got married, and she's always been somewhat distant with me. I've made efforts to bond with her, but it's been challenging. Now, all 3 of our older kids are approaching college age. Tom started college last year, and I'm fully funding his education. Emma will be starting this fall, and I plan to do the same for her. I've been saving for their education since they were born, and I'm fortunate enough to be in a financial position to cover their tuition, room, and board without too much strain. The issue arose when Lily got accepted to her dream school. It's a prestigious private university, significantly more expensive than the state schools Tom and Emma are attending. Sarah approached me about paying for Lily's education, assuming I would treat her the same as Tom and Emma. I was taken aback by this request. While I've always provided for Lily's needs and included her in family activities, I never planned on funding her college education. Her biological father is still in the picture, though not very reliable, and I assumed he would contribute to her education. I told Sarah that I couldn't afford to pay for Lily's expensive private school tuition on top of Tom and Emma's education costs. I suggested that Lily consider a state school instead, or apply for scholarships and financial aid. Sarah was furious. She accused me of favoritism and said I was treating Lily like a second-class member of the family. She argued that since I'm paying for Tom and Emma's education, only fair that I do the same for Lily. I tried to explain my perspective. I've been saving for Tom and Emma's education for nearly 2 decades, long before I even met Sarah and Lily. I never made any promises about paying for Lily's college, and I don't think it's fair to expect me to suddenly come up with funds for an expensive private university. Moreover, I pointed out that we need to consider Max's future education as well. If I deplete our savings paying for Lily's private school, we might not have enough left for Max when he reaches college age. Sarah wasn't satisfied with these explanations. She said that by marrying her, I took on the responsibility of being a father to Lily, and that includes supporting her education. She suggested we take out loans or dip into our retirement savings to pay for Lily's tuition. I refused, saying it would be financially irresponsible to jeopardize our retirement or take on significant debt at this stage in our lives. This led to a huge argument, with Sarah accusing me of never truly accepting Lily as my daughter. Now, the atmosphere in our house is tense. Lily is upset and feels rejected. Sarah is barely speaking to me, and even Tom and Emma feel uncomfortable about the situation. Max doesn't fully understand what's happening and sense the tension. Feel torn. On one hand, I understand Sarah's position and why Lily is hurt. I never intended to make her feel less valued than my biological children. On the other hand, I don't think it's fair to expect me to pay for an expensive private education that I never planned or budgeted for. So, YouTube, am I the problem here for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's college when I'm paying for my biological children? Should I have treated Lily's education the same as Tom and Emma's from the beginning? Or am I justified in drawing this financial line? Edit. Wow, this blew up overnight. Thank you all for your responses. I'll try to address some common questions and provide more context. Regarding Lily's biological father, he's in and out of her life and isn't financially stable. He's made vague promises about helping with college, but nothing concrete. About our financial situation, while we're comfortable, paying for 3 college educations simultaneously would be a significant strain, especially with Lily's school being much more expensive. On the topic of favoritism, I've never intentionally favored my biological kids, but I can see how my actions might have come across that way. This situation has made me reflect on my relationship with Lily. Regarding discussions about college, Sarah and I never explicitly talked about paying for Lily's college before this. I realize now that was a major oversight on both our parts. About Lily's options. She has been offered some scholarships, but they don't cover the full cost. She could attend a state school for significantly less, but she's set on this particular university. On my relationship with Lily, while we're not as close as I am with Tom and Emma, I do care for her. This situation has made me realize I need to make more effort in our relationship. Many of you have suggested compromises, like offering to pay an amount equal to what I'm paying for Tom and Emma, with Lily responsible for the difference. That's something I hadn't considered and will discuss with Sarah. Others have pointed out that I should have been clearer about financial expectations when marrying Sarah. You're right, and I regret not having these discussions earlier. To those saying I'm the asshole for treating Lily differently, I hear you. I never intended to make her feel less part of the family. I can see how my actions have had that effect. To those defending my position, I appreciate the support, but this situation has made me realize I need to reevaluate how I've been approaching my role as Lily's stepfather. I've suggested family counseling to Sarah, and she's agreed. We need to work through this issue and the underlying dynamics it has brought to light. Thank you all for your insight. This has been a wake-up call for me about the complexities of blended families and the importance of clear communication. I'll update once we've had a chance to discuss this further and hopefully reach a resolution. Update. It's been a month since my original post, and I wanted to give you all an update on the situation. First, I want to thank everyone for their comments, even the harsh ones. They really made me think about my role in our blended family and how my actions have affected Lily. After reading your responses, I had a long, honest conversation with Sarah. We both realized we had made mistakes in not discussing this issue earlier, and in our assumptions about how college would be handled for all our children. We then sat down with Lily to talk things through. I apologized for making her feel less valued than Tom and Emma. It was never my intention, but I understand now how my actions came across that way. After much discussion and number crunching, we've come to a compromise. I've agreed to contribute the same amount to Lily's education as I'm providing for Tom and Emma. Sarah will contribute some of her savings as well. Lily has agreed to take out some student loans to cover the remaining cost difference for her private university. Lily will also work part-time during college to help with expenses. We're going to start a dedicated college fund for Max to avoid this issue in the future. It's not a perfect solution, but everyone feels it's fair. Lily gets support for her dream school, but also takes on some responsibility, her choice of an expensive university. This situation has been a wake-up call for me. I've realized that I need to make more effort to bond with Lily and truly integrate her into our family. We've started having regular one-on-one outings to build our relationship. Sarah and I have also started family counseling to work on our communication and to address some of the underlying issues in our blended family dynamic. It's been challenging, but helpful. Tom and Emma have been supportive of the solution. They've even offered to help Lily navigate college life and the financial aid process. As for Lily's biological father, he's made some vague promises about contributing, but we're not counting on it. We've made our plans assuming he won't help. This experience has taught me a lot about the complexities of blended families and the importance of clear communication. While it was a difficult and stressful time, I believe we've come out stronger as a family. Thank you all again for your advice and for helping me see this situation from different perspectives. It really made a difference in how we approached resolving this issue.